You're now live, it says in my studio. And welcome to the broadcast with Stephen, live from England using Be Live. I'm going over to, I've got a message from OneStream saying that I'm live. And we'll go over and we'll go live on Amazon Live. Okay, this is Stephen. It's Monday, it's 11 a.m. Eastern, it's 4 p.m. in the UK, and we're going live on Amazon.com. Still can't believe I'm doing this. And we've got hello from Twitch. Twitch are actually working as well, and just waiting for YouTube and for our first viewer on Amazon Live. So, broadcast is Lights, Camera, Action with Stephen Healy. And I suppose at this point, I better switch my camera on and say hello and welcome to Lights, Camera, Action with Stephen Healy. And welcome to Broadcast with Stephen, live from England, Wiltshire in England. Think Stonehenge. I live close to Stonehenge. In fact, we're probably only about 25 minutes away from Stonehenge, and we're there on the 22nd of February. Know it well. This is Lights, Camera, Action. We're going to be talking about cameras, about microphones, about Fitbits, and I've just redecorated my broadcasting studio. This is live. This is not a photograph. Thank you from OneStream. Park run we did at the weekend, and it went well. Angelica got a new personal best. Park run is 5K running in Melksham at the King George V Park, and it was cold. It was a very cold day. If I just switch places a moment, I'll go here. It was a very cold day, but nevertheless, we both did the 5K, and we've got an hello coming in, and this hello is coming from YouTube. The bot is monitoring everything on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, behave. Okay, now, the first thing I'm going to talk about today are headphones. And I've got two sets of headphones. I've got the Aeropex Aftershocks, which we're looking at in a minute. And our first item today is the One Audio wired. Now, little story behind this, which I'll come to in a second. So we're close to Stonehenge. I'll play you the Stonehenge video in a moment. That video was shot with a Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, so I can hide that. You know that the broadcast is Lights, Camera, Action with Stephen Healy, broadcasting on Be Live, so I can hide that. And we can come here and I can just go picture in picture so that you can see my desktop and Park Run, which is there. That's better. Okay. Now we're going to look at the One Audio headphones, and I suppose the first thing to do, if I switch around, is to get the box. Okay, so we're talking about these, which are, I'm going to have to learn this because I only had these headphones since Friday. One Audio Studio DJ headphones. Music has the power to relieve and uplift people's soul. Ain't that the truth? Play your favorite music 15, 30 minutes a day, you feel a lot better. But it's difficult to feel it with normal headphones. With One Audio, you hear the sound that you should hear. And you hear the detail, you hear the bass, you hear the dynamics. And most importantly, you feel the power of the sound. Now, I'm just going to go over here in my newly redecorated office. Okay. And we're going to go over to this area here. And I've got headphones. And our headphones actually come in a carrying case. So that's the first thing you notice. They come with two cables, 3.5mm and 6.35mm. So you can plug them in to your mobile phone or to your audio equipment. And these are, if I get hold of them, these are they. And the first thing you notice is you've got a 9-foot, well, 6-foot cable that comes with them. And then in terms of operation, all you need to do is to put them on, take hold of your phone, and you can plug them into your phone. Now, I've got a situation here that I've got the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, and the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra does not have a 3.5mm jack. So if I put those two together and then take my phone, plug it into the USB-C port, bring my phone on, okay, just a second, and go from there and go to YouTube Music. So I'm going to YouTube Music and I'm going to play Cool Britannia. Now the sound quality, let's just stop that for a moment. The sound quality is excellent. Yeah. I mean, these are wired headphones. So obviously I can't walk around the house like I can with the aftershocks, but the sound quality is the best that I've heard. And for the price in the carousel, it's on discount today. I'm just blown away by the quality. Okay, so if I unplug myself, okay, as I say, 6-foot cable, I've extended it with a widget which is down in the carousel, and that widget allows you to plug these headphones into your mobile phone, Samsung Galaxy S22, S23, iPhone 11, 12, and 13. Now looking at them, the construction of these, if I just sit down for a moment and zoom in, okay, it will zoom in a second. Basically, there you are. There's the headphones. And if I'm battling them at the moment. This is my first live broadcast with them. There you are. And the fabric there, I mean, I wore these for an hour on Saturday listening to music, and I heard things I'd not heard before in the songs. I wouldn't wear these outdoors, but indoors they're absolutely brilliant. And I got them. True story. I actually got these headphones for Angelica as a present, and Angelica has enjoyed using the headphones so much that when I decided that I needed a wired headset, not only to listen to music, but to plug into my microphones to preview the sound, I decided to get the same. Okay. And Angelica has said that hers will stay clean, mine may not. But in terms of high quality of sound, then I can but recommend these. These are excellent in terms of sound. And if you go down over here, I've even put together a space for them to live. Okay, so those are down in the carousel. It's the One Audio, $35.99. Now today, there is a 10% discount, normally $39.99. Today, $35.99. As I say, I've had these since Friday. I'm getting used to them. I'm impressed by them for the price. They do everything you want a set of headphones to do. I mean, I'm not a connoisseur, okay, but for the normal person in the street like me, these are just high quality headphones. And there's a range. If you click the link in the carousel, you'll be taken over to the One Audio range. And as I say, basically what you have, if I go here and come back to me, just give me a second. You have a 3.5mm jack, which plugs into most units, including my microphones. But in addition to that, there is a widget that's down in the carousel, which takes the USB to the 3.5mm, and you can then just plug it into a modern mobile phone. Simple as, and that's $7.19. I think might have to check that, but quality sound at a very reasonable price. I'm not an audiophile, as I said earlier. In fact, these are labeled left and right, so you can't get them the wrong way around. So if I put them that way around and you just put them on, that's it. They're very comfortable, and it doesn't matter what you look like. It's how the sound is, and the sound quality on these headphones has to be heard to be believed. And I've been listening to Amazon Music. I've been listening to YouTube Music. I've been listening to my CDs. Yes, I've still got CDs, and the quality, sound quality, is there. As it said on the box, you can hear the full range, and it's got a very good bass. So we'll hear more about those in the coming days and weeks. Just a reminder, welcome to the broadcast with Stephen, live from England. And I'm using BeLive, which is the logo you can see up there. Okay, and you're watching Stephen live from Wiltshire in England. Okay, now the next item we're going to go on to, if I go here and I go and take the logo off, okay, I'll bring the logo back later. And there we go. Logo's gone. Now, normally on a Monday at this time, we would have a movie quiz because I would be partnered by my good friend Nick Wood. But unfortunately, Nick is otherwise engaged today. So all you've got today is me. But that doesn't mean we can't have a movie quiz. So let's share the screen. I'm going to go to screen share. I'm going to go over to the tab, and we want to say thank you to Trivia Plaza for the movie quiz. If I come back in here and share this on screen, movie quiz is 10 multiple choice questions, and the first thing we have to do is to pick a topic. Now, you can help me with this. Yeah, we're going to go with, let's go with action heroes. Okay, so do you know which action heroes, for example, Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Willis, starred in these famous movies? So we're going to play. And question 1 is, which actor plays the main male hero in the action movie Taken, which is 2008? Was it Bruce Willis, Liam Neeson, Mark Wahlberg, or Matt Damon? And I want to say a big thank you for Neil. Thank you for a new follower. Neil, thank you for joining me. You've helped to make my day. Brilliant. Okay, so we're off to an excellent start. So which actor plays the main male hero in the action movie Taken? Now, I do need your help. If you know the answer, which is one of the 4 given below, which is Bruce Willis, Liam Neeson, Mark Wahlberg, or Matt Damon, then just type the answer in the comments and I will show it on screen. Okay, so we've got the quiz underway. Now, there are 3 things which are important in live broadcasting, and I'm fortunate to have been live broadcasting for the last 8 years before Facebook Live. And they are the camera, the microphone, and the lighting. And I'm going to be talking about all 3 today and the impact they have on your live broadcast. And when I say live broadcast, it could be Zoom, it could be Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. And I'm going to give you some hints along the way. Now, the first hint is, hopefully it looks as though I'm looking directly at you at the moment. Yeah, that my I'm looking at directly the camera, which is up above me. It's on my BenQ monitor, which is down the carousel, and I'm looking into the camera lens. And that means that I'm looking at you. Now, this is a learned skill. It's not something we're born with, and it's not natural to actually look up. Naturally, I would look at the screen, but I'm not. I'm looking up at the camera, and hopefully that makes a difference. Your camera you're watching at the moment is this one. And I'm going to go down here, and we're going to highlight the camera. It is the Nexigo Zoom N970p. To give it its full title, it is the Nexigo N970p 4K webcam. 4K. Now, in terms of cameras, I'm broadcasting out to you today in 720, which is DVD quality, okay, which is good quality nonetheless. The next stage up is 1080p, which is high definition, and that you will see on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. And then 4K is even better. Now, the higher the number, the better the quality of the picture. Simple as that. But that's because more pixels are being sent over the internet. which means that to actually broadcast using this camera, you need a 20 megabyte upload. But once you've got a 4K camera, you can use it straight away. You can add the camera to YouTube. You can set add the camera to OBS, set the destination to YouTube, and you can go live in 4K on YouTube right now. And the difference is night and day. I mean, the quality of a 4K broadcast as opposed to a 720 is, you've got to see it. You've got to see it. And I can go live on YouTube and I can go live in 4K because I've got the Nexigo N970p webcam. Now, Nexigo are an American company. They're based just outside Seattle and they have a range of 15 webcams. 3 years ago, they saw a gap in the webcam market and they decided to make a range of webcams. And the range of webcams they make goes to Nexigo Zoom, but also down in the carousel, just to show you what the range is. The featured item now is the Nexigo Stream, which is $47.99. So same company, different facilities, different cameras. The one that's down in the carousel is normally demonstrated by my good friend Nick Wood. It is 720 and 1080p. It has a built-in ring light, and for $47.99, which is 40% off today. So it's 40% off the Nexigo StreamCam, which is the featured item down in the carousel at the moment. And if we zoom back, so from $47.99 all the way up to the Nexigo N970p, which is the featured camera right now. And the Nexigo N970p is $151.99. That's a 16% discount. So you save $28 by buying the camera today. Now, the camera itself is Zoom certified. And this is important, which I'll come back to. It's got an onboard flash memory. It can remember things. Yeah. It's got AI-powered auto framing. Now, the reason I got this camera simply is the quality of the picture. I hope you agree that this is the best picture I've seen on a webcam. But it's got AI-powered auto framing. And not only is it good for me, one person on screen, it's absolutely perfect if you've got 3 people on screen or 5 people on screen, because it frames everybody. It's got facial recognition and it frames everybody. And it goes from 1 to 3 to 5 because of its adjustable field of view. Now, in a couple of minutes' time, I'm going to give you a demonstration, so don't go anywhere. The camera itself has dual AI noise cancelling microphones. So you've got 2 microphones. What you would do, if I go here, is you would put the camera on a tripod. Now, this is the LumeCube tripod, which I think, from memory, let's just go over here. It is the LumeCube tripod, which is the featured item now. I'll take that off. You can actually mount your camera, whatever camera you've got, webcam, you can mount it on a tripod. This is the LumeCube tripod. What you have is 3 legs, which lock into place. You have a 12-inch central pole, which you can extend to 30 inches. And then on top, you have a lockable ball joint, which means you can put a camera on here and angle it. You can put a webcam on, keep it straight. But that is the best way. And you put this tripod in the center of the conference table, and it can show 1, 3, or 5 people on screen, or even 2, 4, or 6. So rather than mounting it on top of your monitor, you mount it on a tripod. Most modern cameras have, just a minute, let me go up here. I'm going to destroy my office. Most modern cameras, you can either use that ledge there to go at the back of the monitor, or on the bottom of the camera, you have got a thread and you can put the tripod into the thread, and then you can stand the camera up in the center of the conference table and it will work. Okay, and we've got software to control it. Okay, so dual noise cancelling microphones. It works with Microsoft Teams, with Zoom, with WebEx, and with Google. Okay, and this is what makes it special. The N970p is built with a Sony CMOS sensor that features 3840 by 2160. Now, 3840 by 2160 is 4K. This is a genuine 4K camera. Yeah. And it's got, right. Okay. So read that out. It's the N970p as well. And this is what makes the difference. This is what makes the quality of the image so good, is that it's got a Sony CMOS sensor featuring 3840 by 2160 ultra high definition at 30 frames per second, which is what I'm broadcasting to you right now. Well, 30 frames per second anyway. Now, we spend time setting webcams up. We get them in the right position. We get the brightness and the contrast and the color all sorted out. We work out the angles. We do all the spade work before we go live on Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Then we come to the point where we're going to go out and about, take the camera with us. I'm going to plug it into somebody else's computer. With most cameras, you'd have to start again. With the Nexigo N970p, everything that I do in this demonstration will be saved to the camera. So I can take this webcam from my PC to Angelica's PC and it will work. And what's more, this remote control will work. More about the remote control in a minute. Okay. And the reason that it works well as a conference camera is got advanced face detection and it will adjust according to the number of people on screen. Now, this is my favorite bit. Okay, just let me put this camera down. I think I've got space for it. The N970p comes with a remote control, and the remote control looks like a television remote control. And this one is designed to control the N970p. You can see that we've got numbers 1 through to 9. Using the preset button there, I can set up presets, up to 10 presets. And with a preset, I can go like this. Okay, so this is preset number 2, and I'm actually zooming out. And all I've done is to click the button here. And if I click the next button, I can zoom back in again. I can go over to that side. I need to tidy that up. I can go over to this side. Okay, and that's my new pop-up chest set, by the way. And then back to me. So I'm doing that with the camera control on here, and I can zoom in slowly, and I can zoom out slowly. I can go to the left, I can go to the right, just with the remote control, and I can go back to where I started. Okay, so I can have 10 presets stored in the camera, and whenever I take the camera to another location, the camera and the remote control will still work. Now, you know, on webcams on TV, you actually have an on-screen menu, which I know you can see that menu there. This is intentional. If I go down, I can take total control of the camera using remote control. I can change the exposure. I can go to manual exposure. I can go to SE exposure. I can go to bright, and I can come back to automatic. So I can change the exposure. I can change the color. At the moment, it's automatic. I mean, basically what the camera is doing, the webcam is doing, is it's working out the best way that I look. And if I go and look in the mirror now, I do look like this. But what I can do is switch that off. Now, if I switch that off, according to the lighting in my room at the moment, this is the way I look. And I can go down, and if I go to U, I can change the U. So I can change my colorways. Okay, but I'm not going to get it perfect until I change the RG and BG. So this is not a good look. Yeah, it's a possible look if you want to mix things up, but I'm going to go back to being automatic. Okay, so basically you're in control. You can change the color to anything you want it to. The next one down is the image. You can change the brightness, contrast, and sharpness. Okay, simply by selecting the menu item and then you can dial the brightness up or down. You can dial the contrast up or down. You can change the sharpness. You with me on this, up or down? You can flip. I can go from here to here and back again. Okay. I can go upside down. 3, 2, 1, upside down and back again. I'm not too sure of the best use of that, but you can do it. Also, there can be occasions when you want to go into black and white. Okay. And back to color again. And then you can change the gamma from the default, and you can change the low light. So everything's controllable from this remote control, which takes 2 AAA batteries. And if I take the menu off, the thing about this camera is it's a conference camera, 1, 3, or 5 people. It's a 4K camera, so you can broadcast in 4K. You can create content in 4K. If you're creating how-to videos, then 4K camera is a must, yeah, because you want to get the best quality. And if you've got the best quality, you can then put it on Vimeo or on YouTube, and people can watch in 4K out the box. So 4K is where it's going to be. Now, we can't broadcast in 4K yet, apart from on YouTube, because we need better internet, both in the US and the UK. So that has been, just to finish this off, it's got dual microphones. And just as I said at the top of the Nexigo, just a minute. Nexigo is an American brand built on the core values of innovation. They are based just outside Seattle. They've got a range of 15 webcams. The one that we're looking at now is the featured item in the carousel, which is the Nexigo N970p. It's on discount today and 16% off. You can change, you can save $28 if you buy the camera today. Now, a word about discounts. Whilst I'm live, I get discounts. When there is a discount, I'll tell you what the discount is, but it's only good whilst I'm live. As soon as I stop broadcasting, the discount will disappear. May go up, equally it may go down, but the price will change after my broadcast. The camera itself, the Nexigo N970p, was released October 20th, 2021. Just let me go over here, and I'm going to bring this on screen. Okay, so we've looked at the One Audio. We're currently looking at the Nexigo N970p. As you can see, it comes with the remote control. It's got low light correction, and for a conference camera, it can pick up voice up to 20 feet away. Okay, so we're back to me. And whilst I was doing that, basically what's happened, if you're watching on Facebook, you've got a link to the camera. And if you're watching on YouTube, you've got a link to the camera. These are not affiliate links. You can press the link and find out more. If you're watching me live on Amazon Live, I'd like to say thank you. And if you press the link, you will find out more. Okay, let's go back to the quiz. If you remember, a little while ago, we were doing a movie quiz. And I do need your help on this. Which actor plays the main hero in the action movie Taken? Was it Bruce Willis, Liam Neeson, Mark Wahlberg, or Matt Damon? Now, I don't have Nick to help me here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with Liam Neeson. Whew. Right, we've got our first one ready. Right, the second movie that we're looking at today. And thank you, Neil, for the follow earlier. It's Death Wish, which was released in 1974. Was it Charles Bronson, Harrison Ford, Jackie Chan, or Mickey Rourke? If you know the answer, if you know who the main male hero was in Death Wish, was it Charles Bronson, Harrison Ford, Jackie Chan, or Mickey Rourke? Currently, we've got 1 out of 1. There are 10 questions. They're all multiple choice, and I'll keep broadcasting until we've got through all 10 questions. So if you know the answer to that question, and I want to say a big thank you to Trivia Plaza for actually supplying the quiz. They're becoming good friends of ours. And the quizzes, if you go to triviaplaza.com, there are quizzes on a wide range of topics. and you can use them. If you have a word with the chap who put this all together, he will let you use the quizzes in your broadcasts. Okay, so let's come back to me. So that's the Nexigo 970p. It is my favorite webcam as far as the quality of the image is concerned. Yeah, and it's a 4K camera. It has the ability to be a conference camera. It's got dual microphones, and the picture quality is first class. And Nexigo are an American company based just outside Seattle, so you're actually buying American when you buy a Nexigo camera. Okay, and you're watching a Nexigo camera right now. Yeah, so you're actually watching it, so you can judge the quality of it. And just to remind you, Nexigo is an American-born brand built on the core values of innovation. And I've had this Nexigo, had no problems with it. It is a Nexigo N970p 4K webcam, and you can broadcast in 4K today out to YouTube. And this camera is Zoom certified, so ideal for Zoom, WebEx, wherever you want to take it as a conference camera. Just remember, put the camera on a tripod like the LumeCube tripod, which is a beautifully stylish tripod, which is down in the carousel. Put your camera on a tripod. Right, back to me. Okay, now I'm honored to be here. I've been broadcasting on Amazon Live now for 19 months, I think. I enjoy every single moment of it. I'm here to help you. If you've got any questions about live broadcasting, about anything in the carousel, please do ask. I'm fortunate to have been broadcasting for the last 8 years, and I do, if I go here and go here, I do work for, and I am broadcasting from be.live. And that's why I can show you the images. That's why I can share the carousel with you. That's why I can play video later on. All are features of BeLive, and this is the best system for marketing, bar none. And that's my honest opinion. In terms of, we've said that in terms of broadcasting, you need a good camera. Now, the Nexigo is a good camera. The next camera I'm going to introduce you to is the OBSBot Tiny. 4K. Another 4K camera. And this OBSBot Tiny is 15. This is the first time I've seen it for a long time. The OBSBot Tiny 4K camera is 15% off today. So it's $228 as opposed to $269. You save $41. And I'm going to explain to you why this is such a good camera. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to the Nexigo, from the Nexigo to the OBSBot right now. Okay, this is the OBSBot camera, and using the software, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to me. So this is, well, if I tell you about it, it's probably the best thing. It is the, not that one. Just a minute. Wrong script. Just a minute. Okay. I'll get the right script in a minute. Okay. You're now looking at the OBSBot Tiny 4K PTZ webcam, which is down the carousel at $228. You'll save $41 today. Now, it's AI powered. It's got autofocus. Now, when I put this remote control there, as I move it, just a second, as I move it close to the camera, it will focus. That's what autofocus is. It's focusing on the object, not on me. AI-powered framing, this is an ideal camera. Again, it's a conference webcam. Again, well, it can do more than your normal webcam, and I'll explain why. It is a 4K video conference camera, but it works equally well as a solo camera. Because remember, it's got having a 4K lens means that it's better at 1080 and 720 than most cameras. It has dual omnidirectional microphones, so you can hear the sound all around, which means it's ideal for actually putting as a conference webcam. Now, it's got auto tracking with a 2-axis gimbal. Let me just show you the camera. If I go here, I'm going to show you what the OBSBot looks like. Just give me a second. This is an OBSBot webcam here. Now, the first thing you'll notice is the size. It's less than 3 inches in height. You have the lens on top there. Then you have a 2-axis gimbal, and then you've got the camera body underneath. The cabling is USB-C to USB-A. Okay, so it's a small camera. If you want to mount it, let's come back to me for a minute. You can mount it, as you can see, you can mount it on a tripod. But if you want to mount the camera, just a second. If you want to mount the camera, let's come back to me and come back to there. I'm waiting for a button. Okay, if you want to mount the camera, there is a bracket. And the bracket has got the lip at the front, so that goes over the back of your monitor. You have a magnet on the top, and there is a magnet on the bottom of the camera, so those lock tight together. Then you have, there is an adhesive strip. So if you're putting it on top of your monitor, it is extremely secure. Yeah. Make sure you want it where you want it to go, then put the adhesive on. But it is a very secure camera. Now, the thing you'll notice, if I go here again, is that the lens is actually closed into the body. The thing about OBSBot cameras, I'm just going to go in the software, go here. That camera is now asleep. Just watch the lens as I press the button to wake it up. Okay, and there it is. It's now awake. Let's reverse that. Okay, and the device is now sleeping, and I can wake it up again. So rather than a cover that goes over the camera lens, what you have, if I go here, just a second, rather than a cover that goes over the lens, what you have is the fact that the lens closes down into the body. It has auto tracking built in, which I'll demonstrate to you in a moment. It's got low light correction. So if the lighting goes lower, if I switch my light off, and I'm going to use the software to do this, okay, my light is now off. I am lit by Logitech Litra Glow Light, which is also down the carousel. I've got a comment coming in. Thank you. Be with you in a moment. It's got low light correction, yeah, which means that you can still see me because it's actually correcting. I've got a comment coming in. Let's have a look at the comment. I can show it in my studio because I'm on Live. We say hello to Donald Halstead. Donald, hello and welcome, and thank you for actually joining me live on Amazon Live today. I hope you're well, and thank you, much appreciated. Okay, so if I go, and the lighting is now on, yeah. So I'm going to go next. So it's got a low light correction. So I'm going to give you a demonstration in a minute. It's also got magical gesture control. Another comment from Donald, and Donald is saying, thank you, welcome, and welcome. Okay, just a minute. I know what we need to do next. Let's go here and bring the snake on screen. And Donald is at the head of the snake, followed by me, followed by a live video hub, followed by YouTube. If you want to appear on the snake, then all you have to do is comment, and you'll be on the snake and in the video, and your comment may well appear on screen. Okay, so thank you, Donald. Okay, so the next feature before we get magical gesture control, start following, stop following, zoom in, zoom out. Okay. It's got dual omnidirectional microphones with noise reduction, ideal conference cam. It's got 3 preset positions, so I can go from me to the desktop. Okay, so this is live. Okay, I can go over here which is my new staging area. And if I, just a minute, I didn't mean to do that. That's better. Okay, you can now see the pop-up chess set. 3 preset positions. So the chess set, the desktop, and me. Okay, but that is just the beginning, because this camera can do other things as well, as you will discover. It's got AI tracking, and I'm going to demonstrate that in a second. And it's also got versatile mounting. Remember, we said you can actually put this on top of a tripod. Okay, and now it comes to the demonstration. I've got a comment coming in. Let's just wait for the comment. And Amazon customer, Bing chilling. Okay, I'm not quite sure what that means, but welcome to the broadcast and thank you for joining and thank you for commenting as well. I await your next comment with interest. It has to be said. Let me just close this down and I'm going to come back to here. I'm just freeing up some memory. Okay, and we'll see what your next comment is. Okay, and I'm going to read it before I put it on screen. And it says, hello from New Zealand. Hello, welcome, and thank you for watching. See, we're truly international. I want to say a big thank you for actually watching live. Okay, now, if I take the snake off for the moment, and I'm just going to go here, and we're going to theoretically switch off the snake. So the snake's gone, and at the same time, you all know I'm broadcasting from BeLive, but just a reminder, you're actually watching Stephen Healy, live from Wiltshire, England. Now, what I want to do, we're looking at the OBSBot, but the next item in the carousel are my favorite headphones. My favorite Bluetooth headphones are in the carousel now. They are Aftershokz Aeropex. They're down in the carousel at $153.04. But in order to demonstrate them to you, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to stand up. Okay, now the thing about the OBSBot Tiny camera is that the OBSBot Tiny camera actually follows me as I move. And as I move around the office, or broadcasting studio as we call it, and I've got a cable, I've got 2 cables tangled up. Okay, as you saw there, the camera is actually following everything I do. And this is the beauty of the OBSBot camera. It's got built-in AI, and it actually, as I move, it will move, and the movement is very smooth. Yeah. But what I want to talk about is down in the carousel at the moment, and it's the Aftershokz Aeropex, my favorite Bluetooth headphones. Now, the thing about this is these are made for the outdoors. They're made for walking, running, jogging, or cycling. That's basically, they're great indoors, but they're made for outdoors, walking, running, jogging, and cycling. They only weigh 28 grams, which is less than the weight of a bag of chips, or crisps, as we say in the UK. Now, how do you work them? They go over your ears like that, and if I turn sideways, you can see that they are actually going over my ear. They do not go into my ear, which is important. So important. This is a safety feature. Many of you who watched this before know that 11:30 every morning, I go out and I go out walking, and I walk 5 or 6 miles to stay fit. Wearing my Fitbit, okay, these headphones and my mobile phone. And my mobile phone is a Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch these headphones on. And you will see that as soon as I switch them on, if I go into Bluetooth, the Aeropex by Aftershokz are connected. Okay, it's as simple as that. Then I just need to go to my home screen on my phone, click Amazon Music, and pick a playlist. Okay, and we're going to go with classic rock to make you happy. And I'm going to press play. and increase the volume. Right, I'm listening to Mr. Blue Sky by the Electronic Light Orchestra. But the thing is that these headphones pair with your mobile phone so easily. And then you can play your favorite Amazon Music or your favorite podcast and go out and about. And I wear these headphones for an hour and a half every weekday as I'm going walking 5 or 6 miles. And the sound quality is first class. Okay, I can pick out all the words, I get a decent bass, and the sound is very, very clear through these headphones. Now, the thing about these headphones, as I said, is the safety feature, that they're not in your ears, which means they're not going to irritate you at all. It also means they're not going to fall out. How does it work? Well, basically, you have twin speakers. The speakers vibrate, goes through your cheekbones to your inner ear. Simple and straightforward. It's patented technology, and it's safe, and the quality is so good. Yeah, because you're actually as close to the speakers as you can get. From a safety point of view, you can hear the traffic behind you, you can see and hear the traffic in front of you, you can carry on a conversation. As far as the controls are concerned, on, and it tells you how much battery you've got. Off, simple and straightforward. Charge for an hour, they're ready for 8 hours play the following day. As far as the controls are concerned, you can skip to the next track, you can increase and decrease volume, you can take a phone call with one click. I've got a comment coming in. Eamon, thank you. Just a minute. You can take a phone call with one click, simple and straightforward to do. You can voice dial. And Eamon saying great product, and that came up without my moving. I am not near my computer, but thank you for the comment. So all the controls that you need, you can increase and decrease the volume, skip to the next track, you can take and make phone calls. They're waterproof. They're waterproof to IP67. Now, walking, running, jogging and cycling, no problem, just don't wear them for swimming. But for everything else, they are perfect. Now, whilst I sit down again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and take you over to the desktop. Okay, and we're going to sit down and we're going to come back to the camera I was talking about, which is the OBSBot, which is on discount today. Just a minute. I've got a comment coming in. I've got a question, which I'm going to sit down to take, but also, Eamon, thank you for the follow. Brilliant. Okay, and thank you for joining me. Thank you for the follow. You're helping. If I go back here, you've helped to make my day. Right, let's catch up with the comments because we're still on the OBSBot Tiny camera and we've shown it's okay. Let's go with the questions and I'm going to catch up. Okay, and Zeus says I'm muted. I don't think I am. And Zeus been here before. Okay, and hello. I'm frozen. Okay, well, I'll take that one. Just a minute. Okay, am I frozen now? Okay, we should be okay now. What I'm going to do is stop sharing. And Emma was saying, great product. What is the best age? I don't know. And Stephen, you are frozen. I hope I'm not frozen now. Okay. Okay, so I hope I am not frozen now. Okay, but that was the OBSBot Tiny camera. I don't seem to be frozen in the studio. So I'm going to go back to my other camera and we should not be frozen now. Okay, and yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Amazon. Just give me a moment. Let's do a check on this. Okay, I'm not in a rush. Um, we've talked about the Obspot Tiny. We've talked about the Nexigo. We've talked about the One Audio headphones. I'm just going over to Amazon to check that everything's working. If you know everything's working and you're watching live, then can you please comment? Okay. So I should be live, and when I put my hands up, you should be able to see it. Sorry for waving them about. That's just a test. I'm going over to Amazon Live, and I'm going to go, and we're live. I can see that much. I'm going to press play, and in a second or two, okay. Right, okay, I can see what's happened. I'll be back in a second. Don't go anywhere. Oh no, I'm back now. I'm I'm going to do a test here. I'm putting my hand up, and my hand should come up. Ladies and gentlemen, it would appear that I am indeed frozen, and I'm getting some strange comments. Right. Okay. What I'm going to do, because I am definitely frozen, is I'm going to stop this broadcast, and I'll be back shortly. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.